Alright, in this video I'd like to show you the tool holder that I made for doing external single point threading on the lathe, off of the lathe. This is a simple design, simply pivots on the pivot point. This is very similar to what the guys are making, that at the end of the threading they simply reverse their spindle and the cutting tool rides back on the threads to the end of, to the beginning of their cut and then drops down. Well, I don't like that design because this has to be relatively loose for that to happen, and also your tool's riding on the threads that you just cut, and you have the possibility of possibly damaging the threads or damaging your expensive tool. So here what I've done is simply made a handle, put it on the back, left this a little long, made a pivot point, and this is extremely sturdy, very difficult actually by hand to close it. And how I accomplished that was I turned a bolt, of course I reamed a hole through here and turned the bolt to an extremely close tolerance, and I also put a thrust washer, thrust bearing back here at my bolt head so that I can put an awful lot of torque in here. Also, what I did was I machined a 60-degree dovetail here, and also a female here and a male on my tool holder itself. It's a little difficult to see in the video, but there it is there. Then also, whenever this closes down, it also comes down over here. We're getting a shadow, so it doesn't look like it's making contact, but this is a good tight fit the whole way down here. Then this comes down and over the end of the tool. This is extremely helpful for people that have a disability or have arthritis in their hands and are unable to, or it's uncomfortable for them to turn their cross slide back out whenever they come to the end of their threading quickly, and then back, you of course return your cross slide or your carriage to the end of your threads, and then return your cross slide to 0 every time. In this state, the only thing you have to do is whenever you come to the end of your thread is pull back on the lever that tips the whole lever up, takes your cutting tip away from your threads. It's very high above your threads. Your thread would be here, and your cutting point is completely clear of it. You run it back and you close it back down. Wait until your number comes up on your dial, and then re-engage your half nut, and you start to thread again, and you never have to set 0. Very simple design, very easy to make. I made this all on a South Bend 9 lathe and an Atlas 7 shaper. Anyone with a mill could easily do this with the correct 60-degree bit and a thrust washer. That's it. Very simple. Thank you.